Odd times, whether it's 7/8, 5/4, or 15/16, this might be the most requested topic I ever get asked about. If you just jump on Google, you'll see that there are countless hours of YouTube lessons covering drum fills in odd times, odd time grooves, odd time soloing. There's DVDs, there's books, there's countless free PDFs, yet still drummers are asking about it. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to master any odd time. But first, let's dispel a few myths. It's really easy to think that odd time signatures must be odd numbers, but really, odd times are just time signatures that you find unusual, that are odd to you. We all have our comfort zones in our playing, and because of the vast majority of the music that you and I listen to and have grown up listening to is in 4/4, naturally that's where we're going to feel most at home. Whether it's grooves, fills, or drum solos, if it's in 4/4, we are cool. Anything outside of that is probably going to feel pretty odd. So it doesn't matter if it's 6/8, if you've never played it, it's going to feel odd. If it's 2/4, you've never even encountered music written in 2/4, that is going to feel odd as well. Those two little numbers in a time signature can be pretty scary. And if you don't understand what they mean, then any time signature is going to be hard to dissect and get comfortable in. So let's break it down. The top number, well, that tells us the amount of beats in the bar, or as I like to think of it, how high we're going to count. And the bottom number, well, that just tells you what type of notes get counted. So in a bar of 4/4, we'd have 4 quarter notes. In a bar of 7/8, we would have 7 eighth notes. However, just because it says 4 on the bottom or 8 on the bottom doesn't mean that is the only type of note you can play in that bar, because music would be pretty boring and pretty unlistenable if that's all you could play. The top number is the really important one here, especially with odd times, because that is just going to tell you how high to count and how big or small that bar is. And that is my second myth. There isn't actually any odd time grooves. There's not actually any odd time beats. There's just more or less of the same stuff that you already play. To demonstrate this, let's get one of my favorite things, and that's coffee. So here are 3 glasses. Each represent a different time signature. In the middle, we've got 4/4. The bigger one, well, that's going to be 9/4. And then the bottom one here, that's going to represent 3/8. As I fill each of them, they hold less or more coffee beans. There isn't 3/8 coffee beans, and there isn't 9/4 coffee beans. There's just coffee beans. And because of the size of the glass or the size of the bar, I can fit more or less in there. The classic odd times of 5/8, 7/8, and 9/8, well, they're just different sized bars. 5/8 is 3/8 notes less than 4/4, 7/8 is 1 less, and 9/8 is 1 more. What you choose to play and how you choose to fill that bar, or not, you leave space, that's up to you, and that's where the artistry and musicianship comes in. So when you start exploring odd times, you're probably going to create beats that kind of just sound like 4/4 plus or minus a beat. You might even do what everyone does, which is crash every single bar. You'd never do that in 4/4, so with enough practice, you'll start to internalize these new time signatures and become comfortable with. The quickest, easiest, and best way to do that is to count. Honestly, the key to playing and flowing and drummings in any time signature is the ability to count the main pulse over the top and feel that internally. Obviously, this is pretty hard to do at the start, so start easy, start simple, play a basic rock beat, and just count the quarter note pulse as it goes by.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
With an easy beat, that's not going to be too hard. So start to challenge yourself with different bass drum patterns, polyrhythms, fills, chops, anything you feel comfortable that you can play in 4/4, just count that quarter note all the way through it.
2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Because the quarter note gets the count, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be really easy to transfer to any time signature. You're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 1.
Now you might fall apart. You might lose it when you try and do this with more syncopated patterns or more complex rhythms, but push through, slow down, and you'll eventually work it out and you'll feel comfortable. The counting is adding this layer of coordination, this extra fifth limb on top of what you're doing. It's adding a deeper understanding of what you're doing, and it's adding an incredible amount of strength to your drumming. The great thing about practicing counting is you can do it all the time. Rudiments, grooves, fills, books, even listening along to music, you can count. You can even do it while you're clapping like a madman.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So now let's take all this knowledge and apply it to some odd times. Let's keep it super simple. Let's play on the pad some singles as 16th notes. Now this is going to be in 4/4, so we're going to count the first of every 4 notes.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now change the 4 to a 3.
4. 1, 2.
Now you're playing in 3/4.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1.
Okay, now change it to a 5.
1, 2.
Now it's 5/4.
4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now let's try 7/8. Just count what the right hand is doing up to 7 and then restart at 1.
5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Now that is singles in 7/8. It was also in 3/4 and it was also in 5/4. But without the counting, they're not any different. They're just singles in time, in space. Now let's make it a little bit harder. Let's try and improvise some accents, just popping out whatever you feel like while counting out loud 7/8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1.
As one final thing today, let's jump to the kit. I'm going to play grooves in 7/8. I'm going to play the same stuff I always play. Hi-hat lifts, underhand sauciness, ghost notes, left foot, polyrhythms, anything I can think of. It's just going to be in 7. It's the same stuff, just in 7. Mastering odd times doesn't happen by learning thousands and thousands of beats and fills. It happens by understanding what a time signature is, having full control of your drumming, and feeling that main pulse as you go by. I hope this video helps you to start mastering odd times and get really comfortable with them. I've left some links to some amazing sort of odd time songs with some drum performances on them in the description below. But until next time, guys, I will see you very soon. Happy drumming, happy odd time drumming. See you later.